My brother-in-law tried to move into my inherited cabin without permission and showed up with a moving truck. I inherited a beautiful lakeside cabin from my grandfather 3 years ago, and it's become my sanctuary with my husband Nathan, where we escape city life on weekends. Nathan's younger brother Dylan has always been the family problem child, dropping out of college twice, unable to hold jobs, and making poor financial decisions while his parents Carol and Dennis continue enabling him with money and excuses. 6 months ago, Dylan started dating Melissa, a single mother with a 3-year-old daughter named Sophie, and they've been living in a cramped apartment in a rough neighborhood while struggling financially with her part-time grocery store job and limited child support. The problems began when Dylan started making pointed comments during family gatherings about how lucky we were to have such a beautiful cabin sitting empty most of the week, joking about how wasteful it was not to use it more often while clearly fishing for an invitation to move in. The situation escalated when Dylan and Melissa showed up at our apartment unannounced, asking detailed questions about local schools and job opportunities near the cabin, while Melissa's eyes lit up looking at photos of the spacious rooms and deck overlooking the water. When Dylan casually asked if we ever rented to family, I firmly explained that we didn't rent it to anyone because it was our personal retreat. But the pressure intensified when Carol organized a family meeting with a detailed presentation about how Dylan could help with property maintenance in exchange for housing while providing better security and opportunities for Sophie. Throughout this coordinated campaign, I felt cornered by manipulation designed to make me look heartless, with Carol claiming my grandfather would have wanted the cabin used to help family in need despite never having met him, while Nathan remained mostly silent and failed to strongly support our boundaries. After we definitively refused their request, Dylan cornered me in our apartment lobby, revealing they'd already given notice to their landlord and told Sophie about the move because they were so confident we'd eventually agree, accusing me of being selfish and cruel for prioritizing comfort over a child's well-being. The family pressure campaign intensified with angry calls from Carol and Dennis expressing shock that Dylan had to approach me directly, while Nathan began questioning our decision and suggesting compromises despite my firm stance that temporary arrangements with people like Dylan never stay temporary. The emotional manipulation reached its peak when Melissa called crying about Sophie's excitement and fears for her safety, revealing Dylan had proposed and they'd be getting married, which explained why the family pressure had intensified as they tried to secure better housing for their future daughter-in-law and step-granddaughter. The breaking point came when I went to the cabin alone for a peaceful weekend to clear my head, only to wake up Saturday morning to the sound of vehicles in my driveway and discover Dylan directing movers unloading boxes and furniture, while Melissa was inside with Sophie setting up what she claimed would be her new bedroom. Dylan calmly explained they'd decided to move forward with their plans because they couldn't wait any longer, claiming Nathan had given permission through text messages that were completely taken out of context. And when I called Nathan on speakerphone, he was shocked and firmly ordered them to leave immediately. Despite Dylan's refusal to accept his brother's direct order and attempts to negotiate using Sophie's distress as leverage, I called the sheriff's office and had them escorted off the property by a deputy who gave them the choice between leaving voluntarily or being arrested for trespassing. The aftermath destroyed Nathan's relationship with his family when Carol called screaming about me humiliating them by calling police, demanding Nathan choose between his family and his marriage. But instead of trying to find middle ground like usual, Nathan fully supported my decision and told his mother their ultimatum was unacceptable. The family turned against Nathan with extended relatives calling to express disappointment in his disloyalty, but he declined all offers of intervention and explained that Dylan and Melissa had criminally trespassed after being explicitly refused, standing firm even when his parents essentially cut him off for refusing to pretend nothing happened. The experience transformed Nathan from someone desperate to keep peace into someone willing to set boundaries, and our marriage is stronger than ever now that we have the peaceful retreat I always wanted without the constant manipulation and pressure from his toxic family members.